What is up, guys? As I promised, I am making a tutorial. The reason that my glove is different is because I'm on my brother's account. Oh my god, this happens all the time. Okay, so I'm on my brother's account. So, if you ever want to make a Rec Room game, but you do not know how to use this machine called the Maker Pen, see this? So, it's like basically opening your watch, but opening on the Maker Pen. See that I detach it from my watch? You can do that with the same. That's one tip. So we're gonna be doing 3 steps. Number 1, all of these buttons. Number 2, shapes. And number 3, the inventions. Okay. So number 1 is all of these buttons. You mostly start with selecting the create button. I'm just gonna spawn a prop, and if you don't have the create button enabled, it won't spawn it. Like, I press select, it will never spawn it. Edit, it will never spawn it. But if I press create and then press the shoot button, it will make it. It will float, but if you let go of your Maker Pen, then you can grab it. Okay. Next thing is selecting. You can select everything in this room and do anything with it, like turn it into an invention or anything. Or like options. Or I'm just gonna grab a chip and no wait. Select it. Never mind, guys. It's just bye. Selecting is just to configure or make an invention combining everything. Number 3, move. Is to select something and move it. Up, down, left, or right. Or if you see these types, you can just select it left or right, but up or down in the same wall. If you see this, that's the roof, left or right, or up or down. See that? Or this blue wall is the same thing as the green, but just makes it the other side. That's move. Rotate is to rotate everything from the X to Y and Z, I think. Yeah, that's it. Number 4 is to scale things. Like that. That way, it'll scale it that way. But if you do it this way, it'll scale it that way. If you scale it upward, then it'll scale it upward. But if you scale it downward, then it'll scale it downward. It's just like moving, but just making your items bigger. Actually, let's have a giant blunderbuss. Just gonna glitch. There we go. Okay. Number 2, whatever. Next button is wiring. You mostly use wiring in chips. And these things. These are called chips. But here is an example of using a chip. I'm just gonna go to props, dynamic. Oh, wait. Yeah, gadgets. Other gadgets. You're gonna see a spawner gadget. I'm just gonna use that as an example. Then there's not gonna be then I get my button. Where's my button? Other gizmos. Oh wait, that's in props. Yeah, button. Then You press the green one. When button is pressed, start spawning. When button is released, you only need the red one to combine it. And if I just configure this, set object to a pot. Now, if I just drop this maker pen and press this button, it'll enable a pot. Now you know. But, next one is a clone button. It's just to clone. See these pluses? When you press it, it makes a duplicate version of it. That's it. That's all you need to know for that. Number 3, this one, is to recolor a... Okay, I'm just going to use that for the step 2. This button is to freeze an item. Like, for example, a grabbable item, if you freeze it, you can't grab it. Or do anything with it. If you have something already frozen, you can unfreeze it, then do whatever you want with it. This button is just to delete anything like the walls or anything. But let's just keep these walls. The next button is to manipulate. So I'm just gonna skip that one. This button is to make an invention, just like the select one. But step 2, shapes. If I grab this, a wall or a pillar, and we grab recolor, we can grab it and change its color. Wait. Yeah, there you go. Then it recolors. So recolor is just to color the shape or change. Oh, they added a new one. A diamond. I never saw the shape, but whatever. So, just gonna add that. Okay, the next one is manipulating. If you're done editing this, you can manipulate it. Okay, manipulating is like scaling, but scaling is already done editing, so it's not gonna do it that way. It's gonna increase its size. But manipulating is doing this. Instead of it going that way, it goes this way. Like that. And that's it. These buttons over here, it's just to done editing, or to if you made a mistake, you can press this button to undo things. This one is to redo things. These buttons on top, it's just for snapping. So when you have the cube, if you put a surface, it's gonna make a cube on whatever surface it is. But if it's off, it's gonna be right here with no grip. So you could just spawn a cube like that. It's gonna be pretty useful if you want to make like destroyed items on the ground, if you're ever gonna make a quest. But if you like want to make walls, this is the best step. Bet is to make a grip, so you can make a wall. Pretty easy. This button is just to open the palette. This eye thing makes you see gadgets when you hold the maker pen, like this. If I just turn that off, then that goes away. I never know what this button is, but I think it's just to rescale surfaces. Yeah, I think. And this button is to open the palette like usual. Now we go number 3. Inventions. You might have 0 inventions, but my brother has a lot. If you never have any inventions, you can just go to get more inventions and then sew up this. It will drop your maker pen, and then you can buy or just get free inventions or buy. For example, I'm just gonna get a rug. A free rug. this modern rug. Just gonna get it. Now we close my watch and open the Padlet. Then it's gonna be in here. Now we just press create. Then it goes. It's not gonna feel like the cubes, like it's gonna be right here. It's just gonna be disappearing, but when you release it, then it's gonna enable it. But there's one downside. If you open your watch and go to this room and go to down, inventions used, it will show this as an invention, but right now I didn't save it, so it will not show as an invention. It will show how many inventions you used and what original things you made yourself. So try not to use as much as inventions, but if you just want to make something fun for yourself, then you could just use a ton of inventions. And that's all I wanted to show. It's a short video. I don't have enough time. But if you ever do get stuck on where to find your maker pen, you... Okay. Come on, brothers, friends. You just open your watch, go to backpack, and then it'll be right there. Maker pen. Use it. It's gonna just spawn. But if you don't just want to spawn and go open your watch and everything like that, just favorite it. Just throw the watch. It's gonna disappear. And you just go into your backpack and back. What the frick? Whatever. And then it's just gonna do this. Look, I'm just gonna let it go. And then when I go in my back and grab it, it's just gonna come from the back. So that's all the tutorial. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Yeah. Like and subscribe for more tutorials like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.